Let us start with Ganesha Mantra as suggested by the group members. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvan Notibhis Siddha Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajibhajinivati Dinama Vitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. A warm welcome to everyone. Good evening. Couple of weeks back, we had the first introductory session of Jaya ma'am. And of course, there was very good response in terms of views and likes. And many have expressed about the simplicity and clarity with which it was explained, and that too in detail. Very much in detail, that she has gone in depth into every bhava and explained and how it works in terms of Kala Purusha Tattva. And today we have the second part of the intro session. Yes, of course, we are all geared up to watch Jaya ma'am to share more of the Kala Purusha Tattva concepts. Welcome, Jaya ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Parmila. Thank you for the beautiful words. And I really thank Venner Academy and Mr. ASOKAN for giving me the second chance to talk about Kala Purusha Tattva. At this juncture, I would like to thank my Guru, Maharishi Punya Swamigal, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My pranams and namaskars to Punya Swamigal. Now we will start the program. See, last week, the last session, when I spoke about Rishabha Lagna, people felt that they wanted some more information about Rishabha Lagna. So this time I thought I can give a few more insights about based on Kala Purusha Tattva. Okay. Last session, as I told you, Kala Purusha Tattva, I can give you a simple, it's a formula. It's nothing but Kala Purusha Tattva is equal to empty box predictions. Okay. This, I think everybody has to keep it in mind. This is a very beautiful technique. So now we will go into the subject. Now I am just directly starting. I'm going to talk about only Rishabha Lagna. Okay. So I wanted to make it little more extensive. See, first and foremost, Rishabha Lagna, we have to know what are the characteristic features of Rishabha Lagna. It is the second house of Kala Purusha. The tathwaartha is earth sign. Okay. Lord is Venus. And the Rashi is Stira Rashi. And the time, that is, when you talk about the time, it is morning time. Rishabha Lagna is always compared to the morning, daytime. Okay. Then, with regards to deeds, when you perform a particular deed, the beginning, there are three portions, the beginning, end, and the middle portion. So Rishabha is always compared to the middle portion of any deed that we execute. Okay, in terms of month, it is Vaikasa, that is mid-May to mid-June. This is the month. Then in terms of weather, it is summer season. It's a female gender Rashi. It is called a four legs Rashi because the symbol is ox and ox has four legs. So this is termed as four legs Rashi. The color is white color because the Lord is Venus. And it is see, in earth sign again, there are three types of earth signs, that is Rishabha, Kanya and Makara. This Rishabha is always compared to the fertile land, that is the agricultural land. Whereas the Kanya is the residential land, that is where people live. Whereas Makara is the place where we work. That is our workplace. It is compared to these commercial buildings, industries, factories. These places they come under Makara. But now we are talking about only Rishabha. Okay. Then when you describe a person, the appearance, the outward appearance of a Rishabha Lagna person, normally these people, they are of medium height. See, I wouldn't say that this will match for all the 100. Suppose we take 100 people Rishabha Lagna, it is not all the 100 cannot be the same. Okay, this is just a brief description about the personality and the appearance of the person. Normal medium height person, bright and sharp featured face, rough hair, little broad forehead, strong teeth, flat and thick nose, broad ears, short and fat neck, tall and lengthy hands, broad chest, flat and beautiful belly, flat and rounded calf muscles, beautiful feet and fingers with nails. Okay, these are all the general appearance of a Rishabha Lagna person. Then the character of a Rishabha Lagna person. Normally, these people are very steady, disciplined, and their words are very, very soothing words. They speak very softly, and they have very good thoughts, and their deeds are also very good. They have lots of perseverance, tolerance, and they fight to win obstacles. They are like no, they withstand any amount of struggle. They can withstand and they will fight against obstacles. Honesty in making money. These people are generally very honest, very affectionate. Henceforth, they forego things for family and siblings. I told this last time itself. And also, they are very much keen in safeguarding their ancestral legacy. That is also one of the best quality of Rishabha Lagna person. And they are food lovers. Sometimes their weakness is they even lose their belongings for the sake of their siblings and for the sake of love and affection. They even go to the extent of even compromising their belongings, and even they forego their uh, wealth or property, whatever, for the sake of their family. They are open in expressing their views. They are very open and very good argumentative skills, and they also succeed in their arguments. They are very loyal to those who deserve that loyalty. They are very loyal to people who deserve that. Okay. And they love appreciations. So they always love to hear appreciations from others. So sometimes what happens is, for the sake of appreciation, they even go into enmity. Sometimes, if somebody doesn't appreciate them, they even become enemy to them. So to that extent, they love appreciation. Then they are very close to their mother. They are very loving and affectionate to mother, and of course with father, their relationship is not very cordial. But at the same time, I wouldn't say they are enemies, but the relationship will be little frictional with father. And they never hide truth. Under any circumstance, they never hide truth. They work very hard for the future of their children. They love change of place, love for travel. They are very close to relatives, and these people are very good at storytelling. They always talk about the past memories. They love to cherish past memories, and they enjoy doing that. Okay. Then about the general traits of the Rishabha Lagna people and the tathwaarthas. This Rashi is a earth sign, already we told that, which denotes the agricultural or the fertile land. That is, the earth is very fertile and it's an agricultural land. Fertile land always gives useful yields to the human species. So whatever is required for the human being, we get it from the Mother Earth. So this Rishabha is compared to Mother Earth. It is very like a very sacrificing character, and they do services without any expectation. They are very selfless. Just like Mother Earth, they are compared to Mother Earth. Then, similarly, the soil of the earth, there is some differentiation in soil. So similarly, the Rishabha Lagna person also, all the Rishabha are not the same. Just like how the soil has the different, there are soft soil and some soil is very coarse, and some soil it absorbs water easily. Some soil it will not absorb water. So different qualities of soil is there. Similarly, the Rishabha person also has different qualities. Okay. And just like how the earth absorbs water and gives chillness, similarly, the Rishabha person's body also is always very cold. That chillness is always there in their body. So it is always compared with the nature. Okay? This character and the general features are compared with the nature, that is Mother Earth. The cultivation of paddy field. See, when we cultivate paddy in the field, in between there are some crops which grow. Okay, just like that, this Rishabha person is compared to the paddy field. As they grow up in life, the other crops also, just like how when the paddy grows, along with the paddy, the other crops also grow. Similarly, the Rishabha person, as he grows up in life, he also makes other people grow up in life. Like he is always very protective, and he safeguards the interest of other people who travel with him. Okay? Since this is the female sign, it's always the opposite gender is always attracted. Okay, these people are always very attractive, and especially with regard to ladies, no? Ladies who are born in Rishabha Lagna, they are very attractive, and normally they get attracted by the opposite gender. So since this is a female sign, there are three types of earth that I told you. Then Rishabha is the month of, that is Vaikasa, Vaisakha. So during this month, we all know that Akshay Tritiya, this special day falls in this month only. So that is why this month is considered to be very special. See what we do nowadays during this month, this Akshay Tritiya, we normally people think that we have to buy gold. That is how it has been projected in the society. But actually, it is not so. This is a very special month. See, there is a story behind this. There was a king called, what is his name? Parthiba. Okay, he lost all his wealth, and he came out of his kingdom, and somebody has advised him that you should uh, pray to Lord Shiva and Parvati on a particular day, that is this Akshaya Tritiya day. So he did that, and he got back all his wealth. So this is a story behind this Akshaya Tritiya. So during this day, actually we should do donations, charities. So that will give us lot of prosperity in life. But actually it is the other way. What we do is we go and buy gold. Actually that is a false story which has been projected. Okay. So this month is considered to be very special. Okay, the things that can be given for charity. I will just read out the list of items which you can give as charity, that is based on your affordability. Okay, gold, silver, clothing, lamp, sesame, cereals, then land. See, if suppose you are a very big shot, you have affordability, you can even donate land or house for the needy. Then education, vehicle, bedding, cow. Then also Kanika Danam is also the best Danam which you can do during this month. So these are the few items which you can do it as charity. Then souls which are born in this Lagna or month are going to be very flourishing and prosperous. That we already know. So that we have seen. The speciality is Moon, the fourth lord, Sukasthanadipati of Kalapurusha. He exalts in the second house, that is Rishabha. And this happens to be the Lagna of the Rishabha person. So, uh, so their comforts and luxury are always taken care by the nature. This place, this Rishabha is particularly, it is termed as Mahalakshmi Kataksham. There is a lot of Mahalakshmi Kataksham in this house. So this is a very, very special house. See, the sun exalts in Mesha and the moon exalts in Rishabha. So this is father and mother, Shiva, Parvati. So it is as a family, they sit together and they bless the souls. So this is the beauty of this Rishabha. The symbol ox, what does it say? Ox is nothing but an animal which pulls, which carries burden. So ladies who are born in this Rishabha Lagna, they are compared to an ox. So they take care of the household responsibilities and they work like an ox and they do all the, they take up all the responsibilities and they work very hard, especially ladies who are born in this Lagna. See, one more thing, one special thing which I have to say is Rishabha Vahana. This is, normally you can see in temples. In Rishabha Vahana, Lord Shiva and Parvati, they come as procession. So this is very auspicious event which everybody can go and visit the temple on this particular day for the family's welfare. And those people, not only Rishabha Lagna person, those who have some marital problems, no? Those who have some misunderstanding in families between husband and wife, it's always better to go and view this Rishabha Vahana procession, which will be very useful for them for the unity of the family. That is very important thing to be mentioned here. See, when you compare this to Mother Earth, this Rishabha is always compared to Mother Earth. The seeds which are sown under the earth, it comes out as yield. Okay, like it can come out as a fruit or vegetable. So what we do, we consume the fruit or the vegetable. Again, we throw back the seed into the earth. Then again, it comes back as a yield. Similarly, the human being also, he is also born, then he lives for some time, he dies, then again he is reborn. So this is the hidden secret of this Rishabha Lagna. So just like Mother Earth, the human soul is also operating. Okay. Then we will go to the lifestyle pattern of Rishabha Lagna. That is house by house we will look into. The first house, Lord Venus, we know that. It's second house of Kalapurusha. That means it's a very, this person is a very cheerful person. He supports his dependents. Then material, he has lots of material interest. He is a food lover. He fights against hurdles. Then he shares his experiences. He loves comfort and cleanliness. He has a very pure mindset. He is always busy. At younger age, he will face a lot of struggles and problems. But during his old age, he enjoys comfort and luxury. So this is the, these are the general things which we can tell about Rishabha Lagna. Then he also has internal pleasures, like he will always cherish about the beautiful memories within himself. That is the just like the how the cow, we call it chewing the cud. The cow always it consumes the food fully. Then it will relax for some time, and it will bring out the food and it will chew. It's called chewing the cud. Just like that, the Rishabha person also, whatever memories he has inside him, he always cherishes and brings back everything in his mind and he enjoys. So that is It's because the symbol is ox. No? So just like that, his behavior is also like that. So he is good at speech. Okay, his tolerance, perseverance, everything is very good. And see, one more thing, he is also a person who loves bed pleasures. Bed pleasures also he is very much interested. This Rishabha person. So having told everything, I should not hide this. So I wanted to openly say this also. Okay, he is good at speech. Then he has a unique style of delivering his, his speech. Then he explains things very clearly because the third Lord Moon, communication, the Lord of communication, he gets exalted in his Lagna. So his communications will be very good. And Lord is Mercury because that Lord Mercury helps him to speak with humor. So he is normally a Rishabha person, is a witty person, and he has a sense of humor because of Mercury. Second house Lord is Mercury. They also know how to argue. They use their intelligence and they have a very good presence of mind and they do very good arguments. Then the second house of Kalapurusha, the stars or Kritika, the three stars which are prevailing in Rishabha or three padas of Kritika, then uh, four padas of Rohini and two padas of Mirasira. So these are the stars prevailing in the house. They are responsible in carrying the duties very perfectly. The symbol ox is an animal which carries weight and it reaches the destination wherever it is assigned to. Similarly, Rishabha person also is like that. So it's always compared with the symbol of Rishabha. See, even though he executes his duties and everything perfectly, but still his recognition is always, it is missing. So that always is lacking in for him. See, this Rishabha Lagna Lord Venus, he is also the Lord of the sixth house. So that we should always remember. Okay. And this house happens to be the seventh house of Kalapurusha. The sixth house becomes the seventh house of Kalapurusha. And moreover, Venus star, see the Venus stars, Bharani, then Purva Phalguni, then the other one is Purvashada. These three nakshatras are in the Dharma Trikona of the Kalapurusha. But for Rishabha, it becomes the, sorry, for Rishabha, it is Dharma Trikona. I'm sorry. These three stars, they prevail in the Dharma Trikona of Kalapurusha and they prevail for Rishabha, it is Moksha Trikona. Okay. So that is why whatever they aspire in life, because the Lagna Lord himself, he is seated as a nakshatra in his Moksha Trikona. So sometimes it is very pathetic that whatever they aspire in life, they don't get it. It's because of the Lagna Lord seated in the Moksha Trikona of Rishabha. The second house of Rishabha, that is Mithuna, that becomes the third house of Kalpurusha. It's a dual planet and dual sign. Mercury is always duality, and also the sign is also a dual sign. So this being the house of wealth and income, so their income is also dual. It's a action house of, see, third house is always about action. In for Kalapurusha, it's a third house, so it's a house of action. So that means these people, no, they are also very efficient and they are very good at execution of any job given to them. That is the speciality of the Rishabha person. Mercury is Karaka for, see, he is a, Mercury comes as a Karaka for oration, that is speaker, then for writing, writer, then for clerical jobs, then for teaching, then accountant, auditor, lawyer, telecommunication, post and telegraphs, all these come under Mercury Karakas. So most likely these people, Rishabha people, will be placed in these jobs. So because the Mercury Karaka will work for them. Then third house is also about contracts. Third house is about contracts. So contractual jobs also they will do sometimes. That can be the second job through which they get money. The second and fifth house both are Mercury. For Rishabha, the second house and the fifth house are Mercury house. So after the childbirth, these people get more income and there is better growth and development in their life. See, if they are born in the star of Mercury, that is Asalesha, Jeshta, and Revati, which is in the Kala Purusha's Moksha Trikona. But for Rishabha, it is Kama Trikona. So, good wealth and money they are eligible to earn, as it is a water sign which gives 100% results. So, they in see Rishabha Lagna person, if he is born in the star of Mercury, Asalesha, Jeshta, or Revati, they these nakshatras they are prevailing in the Moksha Trikona of Kalapurusha. They are water signs, so it gives better results for them. Okay. Mercury is Karaka for paper, so printing, stationery related business will give good profit for them. Then it's an Aries sign. Mercury is the Lord and Rahu star Arudra together. That is Mercury and Arudra, Mercury house, Arudra star, Aries sign put together. It will enable them to do business like air ticketing, then manpower agency to send people abroad for jobs, then travels business. This is all very comfortable for them because of the three combination Aries sign, Mercury house, and Arudra Rahu star. It's also suitable for cinema, drama, direction, story, screenplay, music field. These are also suitable areas of job or profession. Then with regard to music, you can take it as string instruments. See, Aries sign will always, you can compare it with string instruments like veena, violin, then even percussion like mridanga, tabla, etc. These are the music instruments which they can use it for their profession. Then one can take the advice from Rishabha people regarding profession. See, with regard to profession, if somebody is going to take an advice from Rishabha Lagna person, it will be very apt because his second house is the house of Mercury, and that is the third house of Kanapusha. So, any advice about profession you can get from these people. You can also get financial assistance. He can, that is the Rishabha person can get financial assistance from his father. Second house is about eye. It's about Netra, eye. So Rishabha is second house of Kalapurusha. So they might have some eye problem. Okay. Sometimes they also have dual family yoga because it's a house of family. So even just like how the income is dual, the family also sometimes becomes dual. Okay. Born in the second house of Kalapurusha, it's like Bhavako Karanasti. Concept works here. So 60% of Rishabha people, they get this problem. As long as they live in a joint family with parents and siblings, there is no problem. But when they come out of the joint family and they live in a nuclear family, then the problem starts. So they have to be very careful about this. As long as they are with parents or in a joint family system, it's good for them. Then third house of Rishabha is Kataka. It is Kalapurusha's fourth house. And the Lord is Moon. Moon has mood swings, mood changes. And this being the third house of our mind. So this Rishabha person tends to get some mood swings because this Lord also moon exalts in the first house lagna. So that is why these people are sometimes moody and mood changes are there. Sometimes in the interest of taking care of their siblings, they never take care of their health and they are very lethargic about it. So because they love the family and siblings so much, and that's why they don't take care of themselves. Sometimes they are very negligent in that. Kalapurusha's mother Sthana is their third house. So mother of Rishabha person always forces or influences this person to take take care of his siblings. So mother, this point I already mentioned in last session also. So mother is very influential. Hence, he literally obeys his mother's commands and orders. Also, he shows love and care for his extended family. Not only for his family, he is also very much interested about the extended family. Siblings can be minimum. See, in those days, you can straight away say that his siblings will be 5 to 6 siblings. But for in today's world, you cannot say that. Okay, but he will at least have minimum 2 siblings. Those days, you can confidently say you will have 6 siblings. So that will be correct. But for today, it is not that. Since it's a 6 legs Rashi, because this Cancer, the symbol is crab. Crab has 6 legs. So that is compared to the siblings, number of siblings. Okay. Though physically they are very strong, mentally these people are weak because of the moon house Saturn nakshatra. This moon and Saturn combination, generally it, uh, I mean, they look physically very strong, but mentally they are very weak. So that is how they are. And also these people get benefit from father-in-law because the third house is father-in-law's house, and this is fourth house of Kalapurusha. That is a house of wealth and property. So sometimes they get benefit from father-in-law in form of wealth, property, something like that. Then the planet Guru, Jupiter, he exalts in this house. So their thoughts are very genuine because Jupiter is always about honesty. And so they are very genuine in their thoughts and they bring up their children in a righteous path. They always bring up their children in the righteous path. And in big, see, in very big companies, they will be in a very high position where they will lead a team of people. So a team of people will be working under them. So even in that case, what happens sometimes they are very strict and very honest. So this will create some problem in the company with their colleagues. So that also happens. This is Shara Rashi. So it's being the third house, they are very fast in their actions because Shara Rashi is a movable sign. So similarly, they are very fast in their movements and their execution of the deeds are very fast. Then coming to the fourth house, that is Simha, Leo, Rishabha's Sukhasthana, that is property, vehicles, luxury, family, education, farmhouses. So all these come under this house. Just 1 second. So when it comes to education, they during their school days or college days, they win many prizes, awards, and accolades because fifth house of Kalapurusha is about prizes, awards, name, fame, all this. So during their so fourth house is about primary education, so they get many awards and prizes. And also with regard to literature, art and literature, they are very profound and they have a liking for any form of art or culture, because it's the fifth house. Like it can be cinema, drama, music, anything. So, being the fifth house of Kalpurusha. Since they get the leadership positions during the school days, some children they will be in the top school pupil leader, or they will be the leader for some groups, so they get that heading position even during the school days. Then it's a mother's house. It's a house of mother. Fourth house is house of mother, but it's a father Karaka's house, that is son's house. Son is the Karaka for father. So in father's Karaka house, this becomes the mother's house of Rishabha. So mother is very powerful at home. Mother would be from a rich family, a very well-to-do family. Though there are many children, this Rishabha person only gets the opportunity to do the final rites for the mother. So in a house, there may be 2 or 3 children or 4 children, but somehow the final rites for mother is performed only by the Rishabha person. The reason why is from Simha, the 10th house of karma is Rishabha. That is his Lagna. Also, the sun star Kritika is there in Rishabha. And the Lord Venus star Purva Falguni is there in Simha. This connection enables this. You understand the point? Because the 10th house from Simha is Rishabha, and that is the house of karma for Rishabha Lagna person. So, and the stars are also exchanged. So, Kritika prevails in Venus house and Venus star in Sun's house. So, this connection enables to perform the karma for mother. Their 4th house lord, being the 5th house of Kalapurusha, Sun, the Lord, sorry, the 4th house lord, being the 5th house of Kalapurusha, Sun, the Lord, gives royal and majestic life, and house is a decorative house. That house will be spoken about by everybody. So this will become a landmark house in the area where they live, because it's going to be a very decorative house. It's because the house of Sun is always rich and royal. See, nowadays there are no palaces. Okay, there are no kings and no palaces. But in today's world, we can say it is a beautifully decorated bungalows. So these people live in beautifully decorated bungalows. Though it is well-planned house, it will have heat. The heat of the sun is always there in the house, even though it is the well-planned and well ventilated everything, but the heat is always there because of house of sun. Apart, and also the star of sun is there in this house. That is the Uttara Falguni star is there in this house. So that also again it adds more heat to the house. Apart from houses, they are eligible to build public utility buildings like cinema theaters, marriage halls, because it's house of celebrations and entertainment. If they name it after their parents, it will give them good benefit. That is the building which they build, like cinema theaters or marriage halls or any entertainment malls or anything. They have to name it in the name of their father or mother. In that case, this is going to bring them more benefit and profit. Cine industry people build their own recording theaters. Those who are in the cine field, they build their own recording theaters, and they earn money out of it. They lease out and they earn money. And those who are very famous doctors who have their own hospitals, they have their own operation theaters, like especially with regard to heart surgeries, because the sun is Karaka for heart. So hospitals also is beautifully planned, and they decorate the buildings with antiques. See, the houses of Sima Rishabha people, they always have antique collections because they are very fond of that. And costly decorative pieces they have at home. Those who are in the rented house also stay for a long time because this is Stira Rashi. So those who are in rented house also stay for a long time. And with regard to vehicles, they invest in costly and rich vehicles, and they frequently change their vehicles as per the trend. Then some people also have caravans. See, in cine industry, people have caravans and they let it out for rent and they make money out of it. And those caravans will be very decorative and very costly. And some have pharmacies in hospitals because medicines and drugs also are samskarakas. Then government buildings like parliaments, governor's bungalow, prime minister's quarters, assembly houses, ministers' bungalows, government quarters, all these come under the Sanskaraka. Then where public people come, no, where public people visit, like parks, then museums, flower gardens, silk manufacturing factories, then costly products manufacturing industries, they all come under this category. On the whole, this house gives all wealth and prosperity, but the soul should have the destiny to get all this in his lifetime. So even though all these descriptions are given for Rishabha Lagna person, the person should also have the destiny to enjoy all this in his life. The soul should have the destiny. So we can't say that all Rishabha person is going to enjoy this. His horoscope should also favor him. Okay. Then the fifth house of Rishabha Lagna is Kanya, and this is the sixth house of Kalapurusha. This is Putra Sthanam, Purva Punya Sthanam. This house shows logical thinking and intelligence. This allows the person to enjoy all that he wishes to experience in his life: richness, excessive richness, desires, politics, prestigious posts, etc. Female sign. This is a female sign. Kanya is a female sign. Ubaya Rasi. Kalapurusha's Runa Roha Chatrusthana. So it is also about hard work. It gives tireless hard work. And this person is always a hardworking person, and henceforth he gets very good name, fame, and growth in his life. The health is also his health is also good because it's the 12th house of the sixth house. That is, fifth house is about wellness and health. Even if he falls sick, he will recover very fast. Then welfare of children is taken care. Then loans. See, sometimes he has to take loans for the sake of children, and then after a period of time, he will be unable to repay the loan, and he has to forego his ancestral property, or he has to sell the property and repay the loan, because this becomes the sixth house of Kalapurusha, and for him it's the fifth house of inheritance, inherited property. See, one pathetic thing about Rishabha person is he takes utmost care in bringing up the children, but during his last days, children will actually they will fail to do their duties to their parents. So sometimes they have to live alone without the support of children. So sometimes this happens because of the sixth house effect. And sometimes what happens, the children will go to court and fight against parents to grab the property from the parents. That also sometimes happens because they frequently face court cases and all that. Lord of Kanya is Mercury. His star prevails in Cancer sign, house of moon, and moon star in Kanya, that is Hasta Nakshatra. So third lord in fifth house. So he has to forego or sacrifice Purvika, that is ancestral property, for the sake of brothers. To avoid this problem, they have to amicably settle the property before, that is well planned. They have to do a very good planning in amicably settling the property and distributing it among the siblings before the problem pops up. because of the exchange of nakshatras, that is the moon nakshatra in Kanya and the Mercury nakshatra in Cancer, the exchange of nakshatras. Since Mercury's star Aslesha, Jeshta, Revati are prevailing in the Moksha Trikona of Kalapurusha, and for Rishabha it is Kama Trikona. The Mercury will make them spend money for to overcome the disputes regarding the property, and finally sometimes they become debtors. So this Mercury impact, what happens is sometimes they have to spend more money for disputes. Finally, they end up in loans and debts. Cancer and Kanya combination gives them good prestigious jobs, though they may have interest to do own business. But in jobs, they get many enemies who betray them, create problems for their growth. But Rishabha person never gets tired. He again and again wins battles easily. Most of them fall in love, but mostly it is due to infatuation. This is the next point. See, most of the Rishabha Lagna people will fall in love. That may be due to infatuation. Many ladies, they fall prey to such secret activities. They never get into. So for ladies, this will become a problem because of the sixth house impact. So fifth house is about love and romance. So these people fall prey to this secret activities. And what happens? This will again create some problems in their health also. Okay. And see, these people, they never get into politics because the Lagna Lord Venus debilitates here. So this fifth house is for politics. Since their Lagna Lord is getting debilitated in Kanya, they never prefer to go into politics. Then they become very famous in art and cinema field. They earn a lot of money, especially ladies. They lose their character, okay, and make big money. But later days, they fall sick, especially some secret diseases, and live a life hiding away from the world. So this problem is always there for women. The fifth house Lord Mercury, also the Lord of second house, so they can earn money through share markets because fifth house is about share market, and Mercury happens to be the second Lord too, so they can make money from share markets. Fifth Lord Mercury, along with Venus and Moon, have more creativity. They create new conceptual dramas, cinemas, and they get name and fame. They deliver messages in a diplomatic way. They do creative paintings through which they convey some messages. Can be a taster in a beverages company. Since it's earth sign, they can also be best architects. Then the sixth house of Rishabha, seventh house of Kalapurusha. Sixth house of Rishabha is Tula, Libra, and this is seventh house of Kalapurusha. House of debts, loans, diseases, and enemies for Rishabha. Libra is Aries sign. It's a Shara Rasi. Sixth house is fire sign. That is, see, when sixth house becomes a fire sign, it denotes diseases. When sixth house is earth sign, it is hard work. When sixth house is Aries sign, it's disputes and quarrels. When sixth house becomes water sign, it is about loans and debts. Now, Tula being Shara Rashi and Aries sign for Rishabha, they have lots of court cases because Aries sign is always about disputes and quarrels. Court cases, disputes. This house Lord Venus debilitates in its 12th house, Kanya Rasi. So their marital bliss is a big question mark. This is Kalapurusha's 7th house of spouse and general public. So controversial marital life is there for the Rishabha person. So nature sometimes separates them from the people who they love. So this is a pathetic thing for them because this is a 7th house of Kalapurusha, and for them it's a 6th house. So sometimes they get separated from the people whom they love a lot. So always problems with spouse is very common. Then business partners also, it will be a problem for them. So it's better not to do partnership business. Though cases, though the cases, the court cases, sometimes it will be in their favor only. But losses will be heavy. Financial losses will be very heavy. But they don't mind about it. Rishabha person is very cool. He never minds about it. When it comes to diseases, the body organ is lower abdomen, specifically urinary bag, kidneys, large intestine, appendix, reproductive organs, ladies' uterus, and the surrounding parts of the uterus. It's an airy sign, so gastric problems also are very common. Venus Lagna Lord, also the sixth Lord for Kalapurusha, and he is the second and seventh Lord of Kalapurusha, of Maraka. So mostly these people die due to chronic illness because Rishabha Lagna Lord is Venus, he is the Lord of 1 and 6. He is also the Lord of 2 and 7 of Kalapurusha, who are Maraka Lords. So his death will be due to some illness. Kalapurusha's 10th Lord Saturn gets exalted in their 6th house. So karma is well defined for them. So they get the full results of karma. The star Swati of Rahu placed in their Ardha Trikona, they get settled in good jobs with good growth and upliftment. 6th house is about day-to-day activities. This is the Shara Rashi. So very hard workers. These people are very hard workers, non-stop workaholics. This sometimes creates enmity with co-workers or colleagues. For Rishabha Lagna spouse, this is 12th house. For the spouse of Rishabha Lagna person, this is 12th house. Airy sign. So court cases, and sometimes it leads to divorce. The Sukshama is this Lord Venus exalts in Meena, that is the dual sign, and their second house of family is Mithuna, and that is also again a dual sign. So these two dual signs, it results in 2 families or 2 marriages for Rishabha person. So second marriage, it happens quite naturally. That's it. With this, we will close.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much. And we are definitely eager, very, very eager to listen to the other part of the concepts also. So we will organize one more session.
Yeah, definitely. The problem is I didn't want to miss any point from the book. So I wanted to be very elaborate. That is why
that makes sense, and it will be very, receptive and useful for us as well to capture all the points. So.
Okay.